if you are retired or getting ready to retire, there are probably some things that you haven't let go of yet, things that you need to quit. This video, I'm going to talk about the things that I've decided after a few months of being literally retired this time that I am going to quit. You might notice it looks like I'm teaching or I'm back in a classroom, which is true. And I'll talk about that a little bit during one of my things that I need to quit. I really am trying to get away from making lists for all of my videos and do a little bit better job of storytelling so that maybe within one of these clips I'll have a better story to tell. But the very first thing I thought of that I need to quit that's not helping my retirement is mindless social media scrolling in the morning. When I wake up in the morning, I do still get up early because I have a daughter in high school and I've always wanted to be a stay-at-home mom until I became a stay-at-home mom. And then I couldn't decide if I wanted to be retired or work. When I wake up in the morning, I always would make coffee, make her breakfast, and then sit on the couch and mindlessly scroll Facebook and then Instagram and then TikTok. I have like three. And I did not realize that an hour or two would go by with just mindless scrolling and I wasn't getting anything done. And it was also leading me to buy things that I don't need and that I don't have the money for. So the first thing I'm going to quit is mindless scrolling of social media. I'm still going to scroll social media, just not like just sit down on the couch and just lose track of time because it's not good mentally. It's not good for my wallet. But number two is feeling like I have to plan everything or have a plan for everything. In my previous life as an elementary school principal, I had to have a plan. I was busy, I was working, I planned my morning from when I woke up until when I went to bed. I had a plan for everything. My plan didn't always go as I wanted, but I for sure had a plan. So I'm giving that up. I don't have to have a plan. Somebody can plan something, and I'll have a plan for a lot of things, just not a plan for everything. I am saving the hardest thing for me to quit to the end because I have to think about it and be prepared to how I'm going to explain it because it's a big one and it might be a big one for you guys depending on what your career was. But the third thing that I'm going to quit, and I have a list in front of me, is making decisions, being the decision maker all the time, making all the decisions for everything. And I have decision fatigue so bad. As an elementary principal, you're making a decision every 5 minutes. Big decisions, small decisions, what's everybody having for lunch decision, can you wear jeans decision. It is constant. Not having to make decisions, allowing other people to make decisions has been such a blessing. Something else I need to mention is I think in one of my other substituting videos, I was wearing a Chiefs shirt, and I'm wearing a Chiefs shirt today because I was a Chiefs fan before being a Chiefs fan was cool and before the Taylor Swift era. There is a Chiefs game tonight. We have a group of people going to watch. So I just wanted to clarify that I'm not a bandwagoner, that I have been a Chiefs fan for quite some time. I'm going to quit waiting. I think I wait for things. I don't know what I'm waiting for, but I'm going to quit waiting for phone calls or waiting for people to ask to do things or waiting to do something that I like or I want to enjoy. I'm totally self-conscious of doing things by myself, and I'm trying to get better about that. I feel like taking subbing positions is a huge risk because I don't know any of these people. I don't know any of these kids, and that's a risk. I'm not waiting to do it, but I'm going to quit waiting. I need to do what I enjoy. And if I have an idea that I want to try, I want to try that. Also, complaining. If you've been in the education community or in public education or a teacher or administrator, there is lots of complaining. Teachers complain, parents complain, students complain. And as a principal, I always fielded that. There's a difference between venting. I was okay with teachers and people coming to me to vent as long as I knew that's what they were doing. And we clarified that at the beginning of the conversation. Okay, is this venting or just aimlessly complaining about something? Because if you need to vent, I'm ready to go. But if you need to complain, I've already had 7 people in my office complaining. Trying to avoid complaining, me not complaining, and then when complaining starts, trying to turn the conversation to something just a little bit more positive. You guys, eating out. I have to quit eating out. I've actually quit eating out a couple of years ago, and it's helped everything. Helped my budget, helped my weight, helped my mentality. However, my kids are used to eating out, because when I had a busy schedule, I always got food for my kids out and about. And I'm trying to break them of wanting to eat out all the time. Again, eating out is not good for your budget. Once you're retired, you do have kind of a fixed income, and maybe the same as what you had before you retired. But the problem is you have more time, and you could go eat out for lunch. You could go have coffee in the morning with friends. Everybody wants to have happy hour. I have to quit eating out. Now that I have all this time in the world, I'm quitting making piles of things. I'm dealing with things as they come in. I have piles of mail. I even got baskets to put my piles in so that they didn't look like piles, and piles of laundry on the couch. My daughter just is mortified by the piles of laundry on the couch. And that's the way it's been my whole single mom time period, because I don't have time to do laundry, fold laundry, put laundry away. So basically, the couch was like a dresser. So I'm trying to quit making piles everywhere and deal with clutter and things as they come in. I am used to a lot of noise and people and chaos and talking and loud things, and I'm quitting background noise. I have the TV on all the time. I have music on all the time. I have podcasts or YouTube videos in my ear on my AirPods all the time. And I'm trying to quit all the background noise. I need to turn the TV off, just sit in the silence. Or when I'm working on stuff for this channel, be okay with quiet time. It actually helps my thinking as well. But when I get on these idea kicks and I want to like create, I just watch video after video after video. I scroll YouTube thumbnails all the time so I can get all these ideas. And I just need to sit in the quiet. And it's so hard considering from 7 a.m. to 4 or 5 p.m. every day, it was chaos, it was noise, and it was just a lot of things. And then in the evening, if my kids had sporting events, there was always whatever goes on at a sporting event. So I'm trying to quit having to have background noise all the time. Snacking. I say that as I just had a snack for the morning. Being retired and you're home all the time, it's super easy to just snack and just go to the refrigerator and go to the pantry all the time and snack. I don't keep snacky things around the house. I do for my kids, but I don't like what they snack on. I try to keep healthy things for me. Something that I have really perfected over the last few weeks is I bought one of those ice cream creamies that you can make whatever kind of ice cream you want to make in it. By the way, if you get one of those, it's super loud, like loud when I say that, like keep that in mind. But I have been making protein creamies with a protein shake, a Truvia, and sugar-free pudding. And that's it. Those three things are all I put in it. So the calories are only from the protein shake. And then I probably have one every day, but I know how many calories are in it. So it's better than like Andy's ice cream or the Dairy Queen or something like that. But I'll try to put a video or a picture of when I make it or what it looks like when I make it on here for you guys. Best thing ever. You just have to find one that tastes the way you like it. But I got to quit snacking. Again, I am not a big snacker, but you get bored or you have time, and I have to find something to do so that I'm not snacking all day. There's a lot to worry about when you're retired. There's a lot to be excited about, and retirement should be a blessing and should be the end of stress and worry and exhaustion. I am going to try to quit worrying as much as I have in the past. I worry about my kids, I worry about finances, I worry about my house. I have a 20-year-old house. Of course, every now and then something's happening, and worrying, can I take care of it by myself? I always stress out that I can't handle some of the things that break down in my house. Try to fix. If you came over to my house and saw some of the ways I fix things, I mean, at least it's fixed in my eyes. It may not be the best fix. I need to quit worrying about everything. This should be an exciting time of life. I mean, I don't have a job and I don't have to have a job right now. These last two are big ones, and the very last one is the hardest for me. This isn't the last one. I am going to stop looking for jobs. As you can see, I'm in a classroom again. substitute teaching. This is my third time substitute teaching. I'm doing this because I can do it on my time, and I've only done it once a week. I did substitute teach in a place that almost did me in, and I thought, I'm never substitute teaching again, but I'm giving it another try. I really enjoy where I am right now, but I need to quit looking for a job. I'm spending time on Indeed and Flex Jobs and LinkedIn and all the website places just to see what's out there, just wondering, is there something out there? When I retired last year, I was offered the greatest opportunity to unretire. And I keep thinking that that's going to happen again. And it hasn't yet. And I think there's a reason for that. I do live thinking that there's a reason for everything and there is a purpose, and I do have to pray for the Lord to give me the guidance and show me his purpose. What does he want to use me for right now? Because all my life I have believed that I was born to be an elementary principal, and that was what I was called to do. And now I don't know what I'm called to do. I don't think I'm called to substitute teach. I enjoy it, but I don't think I'm called to do it. So I need to quit worrying. There's tons of people walking by. I don't think they're looking in here because I'm a sub, and no one really cares about a sub. So, I mean, they do, but really, you're just a sub. And the last thing that I'm going to share with you is that I have to quit caring what people think. I mentioned earlier that I don't like doing stuff by myself because I'm self conscious or I'm worried what people will think. There's this lady sitting there eating by herself. I have a friend that eats by himself all the time, and I should just do it, but I chicken out anyway, and I'll trick my kids into going out to eat with me or something, but I have to quit caring what people think. On this YouTube channel, I have to not care if my friends, my family, my former teachers, if people that I know see these videos. I mean, I'm sure they're going to initially make fun of it, or you're on YouTube, or they're going to have those comments, or maybe they are not. Maybe they don't even know I'm here or have ever watched this. I've got to quit worrying about what people think, whether I get another job, whether I go eat by myself, whether I'm on YouTube or this becomes something that is special to me and I build a community here. So that's the hardest one for me. And as an elementary principal, I had to care what other people think. There was what the parents thought, what the teachers thought, what the superintendent thought, what the school board thought. I was always worried about, how's this going to come across? What's this going to look like? And I just have to let that go. I don't have to worry about that in my retirement. If you have advice or comments, or you're retired and you can give me insight on any of these things, I would grade it if you would put that down in the comments. I am trying to get to 1,000 subscribers and get monetized on YouTube. However, I don't think right now that matters as much as just sharing with the community and trying to help people and be helpful. So if you want to like and subscribe, go ahead. If not, that's okay. But we'll talk a little bit more about retirement in some of my upcoming videos.